Check it out right now.
Perfect.
Sorry, you have to listen to it.
Yeah. What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? No, we're not kidding. It's Monday night, not Wednesday night. So here we are with What's Up Monday, Madness Monday, or whatever you want to call it. But hey, we're here tonight, and here we are with some heavy hitters tonight. We got Mikey 520 straight out of the AZ. We got Dallas Cowboy Chris, and he got a visitor with him. 21 Armando 21 is in the house.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, fellas?
Yeah, that up there looks like peanut butter and mischief. No good.
Hey, man, listen. We got a chance to do a Monday night, man, so let's do it, man. Let's get right on into this, man. I hope.
Y'all.
Yeah, man, let's jump on right in here, man, and listen here, man. Like I say, we always say we want to thank the subscribers and all those that follow us, man, because without you, this is absolutely impossible. So let's give it up for our subscribers. Yeah, man, we appreciate y'all, man, and we know that this is this is a spur of the moment type thing. I had chimed into these guys early and asked did they want to do a live, and everything was all over the place, and I never did check the text message again, but they caught me on TikTok.
Yes, sir.
They bought me on TikTok. Say, hey, what you doing? We going live. I'm like, what?
We got him.
In a full-fledged discussion, too. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. I thought you said let's go have a show.
Alexander, what's up, buddy?
Hey, last night, did you guys crash in the living room, make a fort? Did you guys have your onesies on? I'm so jelly. I want to go. I want to go to the sleepover for real, man.
Yeah. So we invited with Mike.
We ordered Mama's Pizza, and we was up all night watching scary movies.
Yeah, you hear Mama's Pizza.
Dude, I'm hating right now. Stop.
Yeah, man. So here we are, man. We're here, man. Let's give them a couple of comments in here, man. We got Flash It up in the house. You got Ivan, we them boys up in the house.
Dude, that goes a long way to say that there's subscribers that get notifications on their phone and they're already on the chat. That is very, very appreciated, and that brings a smile. Because there's people, loyal people, and thank you guys for real.
Yeah, for sure.
If I ever see anybody, we gonna take some Jello shots because every time I come over, Chris got these Jello shots. So you guys ever see us? We taking Jello shots or we taking some sort of shot.
So this is so we just winging this tonight, y'all. So hey, it ain't no script, no format, no blueprint.
We don't do that.
We just gonna go with this tonight. So
that's going to be the name of the show on Mondays. No script.
No script Monday.
Unscripted.
Victory Monday. Last time I checked, we got a dub. We got a dub.
Hey, you right.
Last time I checked.
Not the most flashy dub, but what does it say? A win's a win.
Win's a win, man.
Dude. I don't know about these guys losing pretty. Everybody wants to lose pretty. Hey, a dub is a dub is a dub. It's a dub.
Well, Gary, how are you, Gary?
Great.
How are you, Mikey? I already know how Mondo's feeling, so I just wanted to go around the room first. But I don't appreciate these behind the back shots that Mike threw at me because of what I said on my 60 seconds. I will repeat what I said, okay?
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah.
I was pissed.
Dude, I'm in a bad area.
Know what happened.
Well, that's what I'm trying to explain it, Gary.
I can't.
See, the number one Cowboy fan, Hampton. Let me explain it. Okay. On my 60 seconds, I said I was upset because the way we played like crap the whole game. Of course, we won the game, but when Detroit, one of the worst teams in the league, run up and down on us, that is ugly. That is uncalled for. And if it wasn't for that damn lion hunting down that antelope at the end of the game and making the tackle at the one, and the dude fumbling the game may be different. Yep. That's all I was saying. I said, look, I agree with the win is the win process, but we can't let little weak teams do us like that.
And then my thing is, Chris, we talked about it all week. We said they're gonna run. We knew they were gonna run. Yes. We're the fans outside looking in, and if we know they're gonna run, I'm pretty sure they know they're gonna run. We knew all along they were gonna run. And what did they do?
They ran. So that's all I was saying. I wasn't saying that I wasn't happy that we won the game. Of course, I was ecstatic that we won. I just hated that it takes 3 minutes left in the damn game before we pull away. I thought that was ridiculous, man, because Detroit is not a good team. They didn't even have their number one running back. They didn't have their number one running back, and they did that to us, man. So all I was trying to do is let the Cowboys fans realize, okay, I agree with you. A win is a win because it's in that W column. You can't take it away from us. But when we play good teams that can actually run the ball, when we play New York again, when they can actually run the ball, we may have some trouble. That's all I was saying.
So, yeah, and I saw the 60 seconds.
Well, take your opinion. If I was wrong, give me your opinion.
No, and I agree that, yeah, they were running the ball. Personally, I can give a damn if they run inside the 20s. They can run all up and down. If we don't let them in the end zone, I'm fine. We gave up 6 points, and I understand what you're saying. If Swift was there, probably been different. But we still found a way to keep them at the end zone. Yeah, but we got 5 turnovers in the second half.
And my thing is, if you notice, our defense is getting depleted. We lost Jordan Lewis is done for the season right now. You know, so.
No, I don't know, man. We still got to run Bland. So I wouldn't. If you go look at that roster, man, we are. And now I understand why that defense is so. Because Quinn, he rotates. He rotates. So yeah, that's unfortunate that Jordan Lewis got hurt, man.
He rotated everywhere but one freaking position. Okay, and that one position, man. Okay, I told y'all in the beginning of the season, I said I was not gonna dog pound number 55. I was not gonna do it because I turned over a new leaf, right? Because I'm gonna support my team 150%. When I'm sitting here watching the game with non-Cowboy fans, and they sitting there saying, man, number 55 is trash. Cowboy fans.
He was making plays, Chris.
Making plays? Gary, what game were you watching, Gary? You know he was not making no play. If he make a tackle 8 yards downfield, okay, you can consider it a play. A play to me is a middle linebacker running in the hole making a damn tackle. That's a play. But when you making a tackle when somebody almost got the first fucking down, that is not a tackle. It's not a play. Dude, he is trash. Gary, he is complete trash. Now they got
listen.
Okay, I'm gonna listen.
I can say this, and I agree with you saying, but really, they saw something that I saw that you don't see all the time. But when those plays was running to the outside, who was there? It was LVE. When the guy catch the ball, who was there? It was LVE. I'm just, and I could be wrong, but I saw 55 a lot more than some other guys. I really did. So, and I told my wife, I said,
you need to do a breakdown.
I'm gonna break it down tomorrow, and I'm gonna prove my point because I broke him down before against Carolina, a game we blew Carolina out, and I broke it down and saw how he was getting destroyed. So if I have to break it down again against a weak ass team like the Lions, I will for you. But All I'm saying is, Gary, because remember in the whole offseason, we were talking about letting Jabril Cox on the field. He's more athletic and he can play. And every week he's inactive, okay? But our middle linebacker, bro, he plays every down. Okay, he's making tackles, but it's always down the field, Gary. It's never in the hole. He's never making the plays like we need, man. And when people that's not in Cowboy fans say your middle linebacker is trash and they don't watch us, come on, man.
Well, let me ask you this. So, how many times where the ball ran up the middle without the line of scrimmage actually stuffing them before they got to LVE? See, we failed to realize that the front line was actually shutting down a lot of that before they even got to LVE. LVE was getting all the plays that was running to the outside. I mean, go back and look at the tape.
Harry, do you have the stats for the game? I haven't heard the stats.
Okay, I'm glad you asked because let's pull that up. Let's see here. All right, let's go to these stats. Let's go to these stats real quick. Pete, I see you. Hold tight, man. I'm gonna bring you in just a second.
Bad throws to coverage that should have been intercepted.
We'll get to Dak later, Larry. We talking about number 5-5 now. Yeah. We're talking about the trash of the team.
So, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Watch this. Watch this. Let's see. Guess who led in tackles?
LVE. That ain't nothing new.
Okay, so what's the problem? He had seven tackles, 3 assists.
Okay, Gary, let's do it like this. If Zeke leading rushing and he only had 45 yards, is that a good game or a bad game for Zeke?
Say that again.
If Zeke ran for 45 yards and he was the leading rusher, is that a good game or a bad game?
It's not his average game.
No. That's the question. That's the question. Is it a good game or is it a bad game?
It depends if it's a win or a loss. If it's a win, hell, a win is a win to me.
So Gary, you gonna be one of those Cowboy fans. You're not gonna.
No. Listen, if he only had 45 yards and ran a 45-yard touchdown.
Okay, on 30 carries. 30 carries and 45 yards. Yes. And a 45-yard touchdown.
Stop.
I'm trying to get you to. I'm trying to compare the tackle situation because he led in tackles.
30 carries and 45 yards.
Because he led in tackles don't mean he made tackles where it impacted the game. He made tackles where, damn, well, I better tackle before he run 100 yards down the field. Well, your middle linebacker is supposed to fill in the damn holes and make the tackles. I don't give a damn if you made the tackle down the field. The safety can make that tackle. The corner can make that tackle. And the reason why he's chasing because he's not filling the hole, he's not going to the right angle. Come on, man. We got to be honest. Okay, I'm listening.
Let me ask you this. Then. If that's the case, Michael Parsons only had 4 tackles. Was that a good game or a bad game?
He impacts the game.
Thank you.
With 4 tackles?
He impacts the game. He puts pressure without. If he doesn't get the tackle or he doesn't get the sack, he puts the pressure.
He puts pressure.
2 weeks in a row, he missed the hole where he's supposed to hit. And
we got Leighton Vander Esch sitting here with 7 tackles, and y'all saying he's trash.
10 yards down the field.
Oh my God!
But those were not up the middle plays, fellas.
Gary,
No, really. If you can find no real time. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let you say it. But if you can find one play where the guy ran up the middle and Leighton Vander Esch missed the tackle, I'll buy each one of y'all a 12-pack.
He took the wrong.
Because you be
all his tackles.
I got 5 on deck. I got 5 on deck. So have my 12 ready. I drink Michelob Ultra. So okay.
Yeah, I want you can find one where he ran. No, if he ran right up in the middle and
I understood the question. I
didn't see that.
Okay.
I didn't see. But anyway.
Yeah, we're going to. Hey, man, this is No Script Monday.
It sure is. No script. I don't got nothing written down. I don't got nothing. So we just winging this. What's up, Pro Cowboys? What you know good, man?
Nah, man, I was just like Chris was saying, man. Like, it's LVE, like, up the middle plays where if good linebackers will hit the hole and make the play in the backfield. He gets lost in the middle of the shuffle every time. Every time he gets lost in the middle of the shuffle. He makes the wrong decision.
I didn't see that. I didn't see.
You're
So
talking about
y'all saying that this
2
happened
weeks in a row.
yesterday?
2 weeks in a row.
Who
It
you
happened
talking
in the Eagles game and last.
Hey, not even 2 weeks in a row. It's happening all season. I can go every game. I can go every game by game, and
We're
break
talking
it.
about Leighton Metters? We're talking about Leighton right here, right now, right?
He
No, but you know what? You got to give that man credit. He made 2 tackles that would have broke for more than 30 yards by
Oh my
himself.
gosh,
It
that's
might
what
have
I'm
been not.
saying.
It might have been not in the backfield, but that tackle that he made along the
When he running down
sideline
when he's
would
running
have
down the
broke for more.
sideline, when he was running down the sideline, it was a wrap if he would have made that tackle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Those are points on the board.
I got lying eyes then. My eyes are lying to me because all of these football fans on this panel that actually watch football, we must watch it differently. I'm an old, big, fat offensive lineman. I know my job was to go to the linebacker on every damn play, right? So I'm always watching middle line, the interior line. I always watch it every freaking play. And when we're on defense, my middle linebacker always chooses the wrong hole. He always chooses bad angles, and he makes tackles 20 yards down the fucking field. And y'all say, give him some credit. That is not credit, bro. It's not credit.
Sometimes it's when you make the play. It's when you make the play. And when he made those plays,
There
he
was big
saved
plays.
big games.
There
So
was big
it's
plays.
give and take, especially when we're always hungry, bringing pressure and leaving his ass on the island all the goddamn time, reading the wrong run. I completely get that. He's still getting burned by Lamar Jackson. He's still getting burned from that freaking Thursday night game. I'm not stressing you that, but this game in particular, there was
He
3
balled out,
tackles that he
man.
made, dude. So I'm not. He's not going to get his new contract. He's on a contract here, but he ain't as bad. He
Why
ain't as bad, and he's contributing, bro.
did Cowboys cut Jalen Smith? Why did they cut him?
Well, that's that.
Because he was on one leg.
Just answer the question. Don't go around it. Why did
You
they
know
cut
what? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna answer that
'Cause he
for
got
you
slow.
you tried to take a pass rusher and make him a linebacker.
And Jalen Smith was everybody's friend. He was in the dog. He was always
he helping
taking
people
people's
up off the
ass, being
ground.
Mr. Nice
Hey, let me
Guy.
help you.
We
Hey,
needed a dog like we got number 11. That's
you
what we
okay?
needed.
You okay, man? Did I hit you too hard? Here, let me help
They,
you up.
they
He
cut
was too friendly. He was too
Jalen
friendly.
Smith because he couldn't make tackles or plays anymore. This is the same thing, brothers. That's all I'm saying. It's the same exact thing. But now all of a sudden, the Cowboy fans have got blinders on because the boy's healthy. Now, his rookie
He
year,
is healthy.
I agree that boy made plays. I was happy with it. I went and bought Atlanta Valdez jersey. Y'all know
I think that's why you're mad. I think that's why you're mad. I think that's the biggest reason you're mad at him.
reason why I'm mad. The reason why I'm mad is because he is the middle linebacker is like center fielder and shortstop in baseball. He's like the center in basketball. Everything goes through him, bro. And when it's going through him, it's always down the fucking field. That's
Not
all.
on this defense.
Hey, Louis,
Not on
Joe.
this defense. You could say it's more J-Ron Kurz and Micah Parsons. He's just a cog, and he's a placeholder. Like I said, when we bring pressure, we leave that dude by himself, and he makes a shoestring tackle. Dude.
He said
You made him get up. You made him get up.
Hey, he got up fast. You never seen someone move so fast.
Let me ask you this: we're steadily talking about our defense, who's been holding up. Let's talk about this offense. What did you guys see in this offense? Because this,
Hey, first of all, Mondo, if you guys haven't talked about it before, the jinx is broken. The jinx is broken.
He got him a win. Yeah, he got him a win. Yeah.
baby, 3-3 at the stadium, baby.
But as far as the offense goes, if you guys go back to Chris's time on TikTok and his 60 seconds in particular, when he talked about us getting breaks from referees and the Detroit Lions getting bad breaks, that's a part of the game because we've gotten bad breaks. We could talk about Thanksgiving all we want, but I digress. If CeeDee Lamb uses his hands instead of body catching all the time, and dude, I'm on the fence about him being a 1, by the way.
Yeah, we had
Because
that
he's body
discussion
Yeah,
catching
too.
too much, man.
we
Our,
all,
our,
yeah, we all are. We're all there.
I
we're
said
on the fence.
I said that shit 3 weeks ago too. Mike, you don't listen to me, homeboy. I know football. That's why Gary invited me on this panel. He may not like me being all razzle dazzle sometimes, but I'm gonna tell you the damn truth, okay?
I love it.
Number one is not number one. Just because he
Yeah.
has 88 don't mean he's number freaking one. Okay?
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is he needs to produce. He don't even break away no more, bro. He ain't got he has no separation at all. Every time Dak threw it to him, he was either double, triple covered, and the man was right on him. When is CD gonna break away like a number one receiver get open, man? Get open.
Yeah.
Is it
No,
possible?
I'm.
Pro Cowboy, I'm gonna ask you is it possible? Now we know he's not a Dez. We know he's not
Yeah.
the outspoken Dez or the Michael Irvin. But do you think it's possible that he's going to work up to be a number one, or is it just not it's not there?
It just we talked about this before, and we're just like after he had the big drop on that Cooper Rush play, and then he took over in that fourth quarter, right? And he took over, and we're like, oh, that's the number one we want to see, where you take over a game.
Yep.
But he's too inconsistent with it, and it is his third year. But I'm with Chris on this, man. It just doesn't seem like he plays the part. Yeah, he doesn't. It just doesn't seem like the alpha on the wide receivers. But it is what it
He's
is.
not a dog.
What do you think? What do you think, Mondo?
I mean,
You ain't getting out of this one.
you guys see what's going on in Tampa, and then I'm going to bring it back to the Cowboys. But you guys see what's going on in Tampa? They need Gronk. Their number one receiver came out and said we need Gronk. Why? Because it's just something.
It don't work.
I think since Amari left, and we expected we expected to see this Amari role in CD, but we're not seeing it. We're not seeing is he a solid one, but in the slot? I mean, what's going on?
And how much of it do we put on Moore of putting them in situations?
In situations, yeah.
He does have the drops. We do have that. But how much is it to putting him in those situations where?
Yeah, and that's true. The play calling, we can use that. And that's the thing. So to me, guys, it seems like we're right back where we were before we brought in Amari Cooper. Does this feel that way to you guys?
Yeah. So do you feel that there's something in the works before that trade deadline?
Why would you see? That's what
we're a running team, man.
And when we had a receiver, why would we go? Here's the question: will it make a difference? Michael Gallup got 0 catches. Zero.
Yeah.
So bringing another receiver in when you got Turpin, we don't use Turpin.
But the offense, like if we're right there, what we said, Dak had 25 pass attempts, right? And what we said is, if you keep him in that 25 to 30 pass attempts, that's wonderful for him. We can win this way. There is nothing wrong with playing ball this way, running the ball and playing defense. There is nothing wrong because you can win that way and you can go deep in the playoffs with that style.
For sure.
So everybody's looking at that number one offense last year that, hey, this high scoring. Hey, it's changed. It's changed. The defense is the strength. The special teams is pitching in. So it seems more complete to me than anything.
More well-rounded.
I agree with you 100% about we've changed. But the only problem I have, when the defense give you turnovers or when Turpin gives you the ball on the 45-yard line and you do nothing with it, that's my problem.
That's a big problem.
If we've changed, we need to capitalize when our defense does stuff for us. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah, agree.
But I think, boss, that was more complimentary. Like they didn't throw the ball. They only threw it 27 times, and they were content with not forcing the issue and punting it because they knew they had the defense. If you look at it in that aspect, I get it, Chris. The short fields that we had, especially after Turpin did that was ready. But now they weren't going to go for it on 4th down before they would because they were a little more desperate. But now we got the defense that we could pin them back, and it's actually a better situation for our defense to score opposed to our offense because that's how incredible our defense is. And you know what? This is what we wanted. We wanted a running team, but now it's a running team with a spectacular defense. And that I understand it wasn't pretty, but they stuck to their game plan. Kellen Moore, one boy wonder, ran the ball more than he passed it.
Was it?
And he had Dak
He was
Prescott.
he was a little shaky at the beginning though.
But you
He
know
was
what? Okay, and that's the truth.
That's rust.
But here's again what happened again in that second half. Again, the second half looked more like Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
This offense is starting a little bit. It ain't about this old run and gun. It's all about control. Because every time they go into halftime, just like against Philadelphia, they came out like, damn, they just flipped the switch.
And that's something encouraging to see because ain't that something we haven't seen in the past where the second half we're not making those adjustments to come out like that?
Do you guys think as Cowboy fans, we got kind of babied with a high-powered offenses, so now we're seeing this kind of we're slowing it down again and sticking to the run. So as Cowboy fans, everybody's like, hey, where's this pad where we're waiting for flashes, but we're just like G says, we're controlling right now. And that's for Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
Like last year, this game was like last year's Atlanta Falcons game without the points.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that would have looked right with five turnovers, like that 41-7. That would have looked right. But I think we're looking over on how much they didn't give up a touchdown, and they stayed disciplined and they stayed to the formula. Like that's what we've been begging them to do. They do it, and it doesn't look great.
That Lions have a good,
and that's the formula.
The Lions have a good offensive line too.
You better believe it. That's what I was going to say, PR Cowboy. You're right about that, PR Cowboy. I was going to say that, man, because we are sleeping on this offensive line. They got one of the best. You know what? The lines are there, but they're not there.
Yeah.
A lot of things they did. They kept
like
shooting
that Campbell. I like that guy a lot.
They kept shooting themselves in the foot, man. But
now, one thing I was worried about when Chris, y'all came in my live the other night, Saturday night, we were talking about the game Sunday.
Yeah.
And the one thing I was worried about was the 12 o'clock game. We talked about it at the beginning of the season, was these 12 o'clock games.
Yeah,
are we going to be the old Cowboys where we just come out flat and, this time the second half, we
Detroit. I totally misread my schedule. So I thought they were going to probably have I thought it was in Detroit. I don't know what the heck I was thinking, but you're right. You're right. If it was in Detroit, it would have been a closer game because the East Coast leagues. But anyway, dude, Micah Parsons, bro. Micah Parsons, that rundown and that get in the 1 yard line, and that was like that was amazing considering the result. Like, dude, that dude, like Tony, and then there's another thing. Tony Romo called games like I told Mondo, or I put it on my TikTok.
I love Tony Romo, man. I love Tony Romo.
He got that Mexican voodoo. He got that Mexican voodoo. You notice every time we play on CBS, we're catching an owl. That Tony Romo got that. It's called brujeria. It's that Mexican witch voodoo, bro. Like, honestly, we're moving the ball and Noah Brown, and that was an incredible hit. You got it. Sometimes you forget to give credit to our opponents.
Hey, guys.
Man, that sluggish start.
Hey, Lawrence Armstrong with Micah Parsons right now and Sam Williams. Man.
Hey, Gregory, who?
Right?
No, he ain't quite there. No, he's not there yet.
Gregory,
I still miss him right now.
You miss Sam Williams? What Dante Fowler?
Gregory.
What they got with Dante Fowler, Sam Williams, and Dorrance Armstrong?
Yeah.
For less than the price?
Chris.
For like $1 million less?
Let me ask Chris something.
Go to Mile High.
Chris, who's the weak link on this defense?
Shit, that's hard to say.
I'm gonna answer that question like this.
Who he gonna say?
Mikey said we need to give the other team credit. Okay, so Detroit Lions offensive line who dominated number 55, that's our weak link.
Why did you even ask that question, dude?
I'm just saying. I was
He was
serious,
gonna
man.
say.
I'm with them.
Hey, when I gave him credit, apparently I didn't say it right. But when Mike said we got to give him credit, okay, when I was giving him credit that they've been dominating number 55 and he ain't making tackles, it sounds good to y'all. Okay?
No.
The raw
I said
truth,
he made plays, man. I said he made
the
plays.
raw truth is that we fix that middle. I'm telling you, man, this defense will be amazing, dude. It will be unstoppable. That's all I'm saying. I want us to be the best defense in the world.
I guarantee you, we're ranked number 2. Believe
Hey,
me, you. I
But
guarantee
rankings,
you, we are
rankings
ranked.
and performances are two different things.
We
Because
gave
when
up
we
6
get,
points. We gave up 6 points, Chris.
we gave up 6 points because the line kept kicking themselves in the ass.
Well,
You
that's
he's right.
not our fault.
know, we gave up 6 points because the Lions kicked themselves in the ass. Not that the Cowboys defense stopped, because they ran their ass up and down the field on us, Gary. And I just want y'all to understand the truth. It happened because they made mistakes going in. Then you want to say, "Oh, our defense did this." No, that's not happening. They kicked themselves in the butt.
But we had penalties too that hurt us. We did,
But
and that's one thing that hurt us. Our penalties really
I
hurt us.
understand where
What-
Chris is
What
coming. I
happens in the
understand it
playoffs when we
completely.
play these good teams and they don't kick themselves in the butt?
Yeah, but hold on, guys. Y'all got to remember this Dak's first game back. What are we talking about?
We
Yeah,
ain't
I believe in that a little bit too.
You know, this is Dak's first game back.
Yeah, I'll subscribe to that a little bit. Like not completely absolve him. That first throw was crucial. That one over the seam that we're talking about. If CD reaches out for it, he's the only one that could get it.
yeah.
He put it there.
Yeah.
And that was expected. We was going to see him be rusty. We knew that. But if you noticed later in the game, Dak got comfortable. He started completing the pass. He put one right over the head where nobody could get it but Schultz. He got another one to CD Lamb. So it was.
No, and the checkdowns to Pollard were
Yeah.
dude. Tom Brady won a Super Bowl throwing it to White.
Well,
Just check downs. And you know what? Like I used to miss Lance Dunbar because he was the third down check down guy, and let that guy run. And he started doing that with Pollard. I'll take that check down than a forced throw down the field that gets incomplete or picked off any damn day. Because our defense will compensate for us not getting first downs or having to punt it. And that's okay because we got some monsters, and it's okay to punt the ball.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys this. Why and how did we not include Michael Gallup in the game yesterday? How does that happen that he has 0 catches?
He's not 100. He's not 100 still. Like
Well, he
the
don't
same
need to
thing.
be on the field, but it's not even that. But the question is, why?
I think it's more of the game flow, how the game would flow, and then also too, you gotta look at these. We got these 2 young tight ends that are playing a major role also.
Yeah.
And you can include all 3 tight ends. Like everybody's looking at the wide receivers, but man, if their weakness is the middle of the field where the play action comes in play, the rollout, and you hit those tight ends, Ferguson, Hendershot, Schultz, whoever it may be.
Woo.
Sometimes it's just the game, the way they're playing. It's going to change from game to game.
For sure.
So
that's
this
true.
could be like what the 2018 Patriots, check downs and throwing to the tight ends.
Good. I'm good with it.
I'm not worried about Michael Gallup. It's been several games that Michael Gallup had 1 or 2 catches, but this is what I love about Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup, big game, bro. When you need a big catch.
Well, we need in the first half. We need
they didn't throw it to him. So I'm talking about in the big games. I'm saying in the big games, Michael Gallup show up, bro. So if you ain't throwing it his way, you can't blame Michael Gallup. Okay, now they was.
No. I didn't see. That's what I didn't do. I didn't blame Michael Gallup. I asked the question: why isn't he implemented into the offense?
Well, we know that answer. I mean, you answer that question. All you had to do is say wisdom tooth. So once you got the toothache, it's over, man. He ain't gonna pull a some bitch. So look,
hey, I'm gonna get off. But before I get off, how about our boy Zeke hurdling
and looking like his old self for a little flash or two. Hey, God bless you guys. Puro Pichi Cowboy.
All right, my man,
Sir.
take it easy. But yeah, yeah, that's another thing, man. They can say what they want to say about Zeke, man. That dude took a hit. I just knew he was going to be done for the day.
Yeah,
Dude came back out, hurdled one guy, scored 2 touchdowns. Did he get injured? Did they report that he was injured today
I
or
haven't
anything?
heard
Did y'all hear
nothing.
anything?
But he did look kind of wobbled up
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, again, yeah. I would just look concerned because damn. I mean, we have all these weapons, and again, like you say, Chris, he's a big gamer. Man, we couldn't get anything going in the first half. So that's when let's spread this ball around or something. But like I say, yeah, maybe that starts with boy wonder. Maybe that's where it
Well,
starts. At.
it was several plays in the first half that, especially on third downs, we were every Cowboy fan was throwing their hands up like, what was that? Why did we do that? Where we knew that the opposite would have worked. Okay, just when they on third down, they throwing pitch out. I don't care who you playing in the NFL.
Oh my
And
gosh!
put speed on the field, bro. You can't run pitch outs. Only way
Third and two, and you running a pitch out.
the only way you can get people outside is running them jet sweeps, which I hate anyway. But that's the only way you're gonna get outside in the NFL. And look, we got monsters at the line. And this is another thing, because I'm an interior line guy. Have y'all noticed when the Cowboys run power, they always run the left side? Who is our best offensive lineman?
Martin.
Zach Martin. Zach Martin play on the right side, right?
Yep.
They never run power to his side, and I don't understand this. My best player, my all-pro, my future Hall of Famer is on the field, and you never run power behind him. And that just irritates me, bro. So it's coaching to me, man. If I got when the Niners run, they running power. Who they running behind? They running behind big number 71, okay? They coming this way. They telling you. And when the Cowboys was good, man, they telling, hey, we're going right behind number 73, Larry Allen. Yep. And if it wasn't Larry, we're going right behind Nate Newton. Okay? Yeah. So our best is Zach. Why aren't we running behind Zach on them power plays, man? So that's another thing. And then they flipping the script. They putting Pollard in on power plays and got Zeke in on the speed plays. That's the opposite. They ran the pitch to Zeke.
Yeah.
So let's explain to the audience. We are excited that we got the win, but we are realists. We always about tweaking to become better. And yeah, we love we got the win, but there's still some issues because with the weapons that we have, we should be clicking like. Did you guys see how Mike Daniels, the head coach for the Miami Dolphins, had Tua getting rid of that ball so fast and just it was beautiful where he orchestrated that offense in that first half. And it's like, damn, the guy was moving the ball around, every receiver was getting the ball. And I'm like, then I look at our offense, I'm saying, well, damn, we pretty much got the same weapons, but it's not functional like how Miami was running last night, how Kansas City run, how Buffalo. And again, it's internal because you kind of want to say, is it our quarterback? Is it our line? Is it our running back? Well, it's deeper than that. It's that.
Did you see much of a difference between Dak and Rush? As I'm saying, as far as the gameplay.
Well, it was. I thought it was kind of still conservative.
Yeah.
And they put a little twist to it, but I think they kept it to that point. I mean, what do you think, PR Cowboy?
I thought what we said all along, they should keep it 25 pass attempts, and that's where he should be, and we can play off the play action, the bootlegs, play to his strengths is what we need to do. But the thing is, can Keller, like you were saying, can Keller Moore keep that up? Because sometimes him, he just wants to sit back and shotgun and hey,
five wide, everybody go deep.
5 wide, let's go. So.
Yeah. And I think that's where Mike McCarthy has to reel him back in when he goes into halftime. But I don't know, guys. This is why I think it's the game is starting to look more like it's well-rounded, like I say, with the offense, defense, and the special team. But this offense, I just wish we could start a little bit a faster pace, but it seems like that second half, like you say, it's like more of a balance of the run and pass game. It's compared to last year. Last year we was air raiding it like crazy last year. So
And it is encouraging to see. You saw the last 2 weeks where they come out in the second half and they made some adjustments and they get it rolling on offense. So that is an encouraging thing to see because that's something we don't see in the past where it's the same thing over and over for all 4 quarters in the past.
So, and that's so true. So here's a question, and what you guys think about this. This is what Ivan asked. We don't need to sign Dalton Schultz.
Agreed.
Like our two young
Agreed.
tight ends.
Well, Dalton Schultz screwed himself in the offseason.
He did.
Okay? Because he could have signed a long-term deal, but when he saw what that boy got in Cleveland, he thought he should get it too. And that's Cleveland. That's two different organizations, okay? So Cleveland was dumb for giving him that money because you see this year he ain't done nothing, okay? So the Cowboys was really smart on that. So he ain't getting what he want, okay? Now what really hurt him also this season, he got hurt and Dak got hurt because that's Dak number one man when Dak is on the field, okay? We all know Schultz gonna get the ball. Just like when Romo was there, you knew Jason Witten was going to get the ball, right? So Dalton Schultz was actually opening up for our wide receivers to get open. But our young tight ends, they're not only blocking, which I love, okay, and they're making touchdowns, man. They're making big catches, man. Both of them, undrafted guy and my drafted kid. So, Dalton Schultz really screwed himself.
Shot himself in the foot.
Shot himself. He better enjoy that little $10 million and save and put it in the bank. Because the next place he go, he may get 1.2, maybe $2 million, but that's all you getting, bro.
Yeah, for sure. So we can basically say this will be his last year with the Cowboys.
Unless he do a team friendly, but he ain't gonna do that.
No, they're not gonna do that.
They're gonna offer it to him because we're seeing what we have in what is it, Hendershot and Ferguson.
And Ferguson. Yeah. Man, they are very productive young kids, man.
And they got plenty of swag too.
And they block.
They're nasty. They nasty, aren't they?
They're nasty.
They're nasty.
They walk with confidence.
I thought Schultz was done last night when they showed his. I thought he was done, but he came back out. I was like, okay, he saved himself some money there.
He came back out because he needed to get paid next year.
So let me ask you guys this. So, how did you guys feel about Dak? We hadn't really talk about Dak and what we saw with Dak. How do y'all feel about his play on yesterday? Armando, start with you.
I liked it. I mean, his conservative was slow, but we gotta understand Dak hasn't played in what 5 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. So he's getting back in the groove. We stuck with the game plan. We didn't switch it up to get him but I didn't see any movement where he still has that finger lingering or whatever so it's good these next 2 games and then we got that bye week so they're get back in tune games.
Yeah. What do you think, Dallas Cowboy Chris?
To me, it was to be expected. He played just like I thought he would. We knew it was going to be the same game plan that Cooper Rush had, just trying to fill him out. I think he may have went deep maybe twice yesterday, and I think they really just trying to slow pay him. So I'm fine with his performance. Like Pete said, it was under 25 attempts, so we good. We got the win, and that's another thing, Gary. I do want to tell the audience, I'm ecstatic that we won. I've been really pissed if we lost, but I think we have the caliber, man, to make. I would
have been more pissed.
I know, because you the one to. So I just got the expectation now that I'm not saying the S word, but I think we need to make several runs in the playoffs because with the caliber of our defense, right? And our star quarterback is back, I think we could do this. So I'm a lot harder on the team now than I was last year. Because this year, man, everybody has improved. Even though Diggs don't have all the interceptions that he had, dude, his coverage is amazing this year, bro. I'm loving it. all that crap people talk about, man, he give up these big plays, blah, blah, blah. Dude, he has been playing wonderful. Our safeties have been playing wonderful. And I just want our defense, because if that's going to be our theme for our team, I want them to be perfect, Garrett. And I think to make them perfect is to change the double nickel and let's roll, because that's my deficiency on it, because the offense is what it is right now. Because Amari is not there. Amari, he got himself open just from getting off the line of scrimmage, because he was the greatest route runner in the world. So CD can't get off like that. Michael Gallup, he can do one-on-one dead stuff, but they ain't throwing in the ball right now. We love our tight ends. We're loving our rookie at the tackle. We're loving all this stuff. But all I'm saying is, we just need to get to that next level. I want my whole team to have that mindset. Like Buffalo, when they step on the field, they win in the game. When Kansas City step on the field, they going to win the game. Yeah. I want my team. I want when they step on the field, I want all the fans, and I want us to have that same feeling. Oh, we stopping their ass. Oh, we scoring a touchdown. That's what my expectations are.
Yeah. And you know what?
Long answer to say Dak was okay, but that's just my expectations of the Cowboys this year.
And it might happen, but guys, we also, and I'm gonna get to you just a minute, PR couple, but we got to look at this NFC conference. It's trash.
That's another thing.
It's trash, man. Rams are out of there. Tampa Bay is out of there. San Francisco is out of there. Green Bay is out of there. Hey, if nobody's preaching this in the locker room, say, guys, do you see what I see? We can make a push for this thing.
Dude, it's the East and Minnesota. That's it. In Seattle. The East, Minnesota, and Seattle. Because Seattle is in first place.
DK Metcalf is hurt now.
But that's fine. And we still can't count out the Niners. But the path is right there. So that's why I'm so excited, man. Okay, look. We need to start clicking, and we need to get our shit together now. Okay? Because we can't wait till the end, man. Because I don't mind. Well, I do mind. I still want to win the East. But I was telling people, the Eagles and the Giants going to come back to us. Because we all got to play each other again. We all do. And the Giants and Eagles hadn't even played yet.
Nope.
Okay?
Somebody got to knock somebody off.
Somebody. And ain't nobody sweeping us in this damn division. Ain't nobody doing that. Okay? So, that's all I'm saying. I just want us to get there, get where we need to be, and take care of business so we can make some runs, and maybe we can add some numbers to this thing in the back of me.
So, PR Cowboy, I went overlook you, man. But what do you think about the Dak play? That must be Jerry Jones.
By the way, it's 10-0 Bears, by the way. 10-0 Bears.
Now.
And they ran it in.
We didn't talk about that.
So I know last week, I know Chris got upset for me saying this was, hey, let's bring Dak back for the Lions and Bears game. And I wasn't saying that to say that these teams were sorry. I was saying that because of what we saw yesterday, that I thought our defense can handle these teams and we can depend on our run game. So while he gets back in the groove of things. Yeah, he didn't play preseason games. He played 1 week of football, got hurt. So this is a good opportunity to get his feet under him for the next 2 weeks, go into the bye. It's October, guys. It's October. When we get, we're going to start seeing what teams are about coming this stretch here, and when we get to this early November schedule. So this is where you, like Chris says, let's get our shit together and let's start making this run right here.
Yeah. And I think kind of, they, like Zeke says, the stars are aligning. If you guys see the schedule after the Bears, we have a pretty good shot at making a run in the schedule. We got Green Bay. Green Bay doesn't look like Green Bay, but we're playing them at Lambeau, so I think that's one of the tougher games. But the schedule is setting up to look nice for us.
So let me ask you, and that brings up this next question, guys. So, do you think that it's possible that Chicago Bears will mimic the Philadelphia Eagles RPO?
Yes. Well, the only thing they got is number one who just scored. Yep. Okay, he ran it in, bro. We know we ain't gonna get no sacks. Let me tell you why. Because they're not gonna throw the ball. They can't. Y'all saw them on Thursday Night Football. You watching them tonight. Dude, they receivers are absolute trash. Man, look, me and Amanda go out there and we catching 10 balls, but we ain't gonna get far, but we'll catch them. They receivers as fast as hell and can't catch. I'm like, so they only offense is Justin Fields, man. Justin Fields is an amazing athlete. I love the kid. I hated him when he was at Ohio State, whatever, blue, go blue, everything, all that, all that stuff. But anyway, look, the kid is electrifying. So you really got to pay attention to him. We got to stay in our gaps, man. We can't be shooting down. That's another thing. I love our defensive ends, but they do this a lot. They slam down. And that read option... That read option gets us every time, man.
Time.
And Gary, you've been coaching football for years, as long as I have, and we teach our defense upfield and make that L, okay? Because if you go upfield and make the L, they're gonna come straight to you. But then when you slam down inside, you just made the play easy for them, okay? So that's against Chicago. That's exactly what we got to get upfield, okay? Because they can't throw the ball, you know it. So this is going to be a replica of the Detroit game. I just want to make sure that we not score 23, 26 points. We need 40 on them.
Another noon game and another 12 o'clock game.
So PR, do you think they're going to try to mimic the Philadelphia Eagles offense? The RPO?
The team that the teams that beat us, right? That Philadelphia put in 26 points on our defense. Teams are going to try to mimic that thing to beat our defense. That's and everybody says the run defense is our weak point of this defense. So that's what teams are going to try to do.
Yeah.
So
this is another possibility that it could be a trap game. Hopefully it won't be. But a 12 o'clock game against looking at Chicago, hopefully we don't take it as a trap game. I hope that's not the case, but it always seems to be like one of them teams like that we'll probably do something.
I don't think Dan Quinn will let our defense fall into those traps like that.
We say that, but again, like Chris just said, they have their backups. Detroit beat themselves. So what if Chicago come in here and doesn't make the mistakes that Detroit made? We got a different ballgame, especially if we start off as slow as we've been doing these past games.
Do you feel Chicago has as much talent as Detroit does on the offense side of the ball?
I'm just saying, if they mimic the same offense that threw us in a loop with like Philadelphia, anything's possible. Like they always say, any given Sunday.
No, it's possible.
We're sitting here saying, "Oh no, Chicago can't beat us," and that's always the one that always teams.
We saw Carolina and Tampa Bay.
That's all I'm saying. I think if they perfect that RPO, because that's all they're gonna have. They can't do nothing else. They can't.
I would never underestimate any team.
No.
Because you see what Carolina did to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, exactly.
And they have nobody on their team. Men are men. Yeah, men are men. You got to get out there and you got to play football, brother.
That's right.
So they get paid too. Go ahead, Pete.
But like you said, Chris, if we want, without saying the S word, if we want to be where, like you said, where we want to be, this is the type of games where you don't let that happen to you.
Yeah, you got to punish them. You literally got to punish the Bears. You got to punish them for stepping off that damn plane. That's what you got to do. So I hate to jump forward. Because that's why we turn on. I wouldn't even watch this game if we wasn't even playing the Bears. Okay.
Yeah.
But dude, that's the only, Gary, to answer your question, that's their only offense, bro, is that read option, man. Now don't get me wrong, their defense is pretty stout, okay? They got some run stoppers and everything. Their linebacker play is wonderful. But when on their team, man, it's all about scoring. Their offense, man, can get sluggish sometimes because of their ineptness at the offensive positions at receiver. If that boy has some receivers, I think Chicago would be a really good team. But when you ain't got no receivers to throw it to and you trying to do it all, that's the problem right there. Yeah. So now they gonna play against a bunch of hungry Lions at the Pride. That's what the defense should be called now, the Pride. We got the Lion at the Pride. when the pride come after you, man, they coming, bro. Because you know every week is somebody different. We didn't think it was gonna be our rookie this week. You know, the week before that it was Dorrance Armstrong. The week before that it was Tank. You know, so.
And you know what? And you say that, and that's a good thing. You know, we always gauge games off of facing someone's offense. But what if we gauge our games off of facing a good defense? You know, like we talking about Detroit. Yeah, Detroit just didn't capitalize. But what if we continue to start out slow like that, and we come across a team like Minnesota and they step on our necks and don't let up? So you see what I'm saying? So I know we do a lot of gauging off saying, well, our defense is better than their offense. But what if we run against a team that has this stout defense and gives us problems? Which, like you said, with Chicago have a decent defense. I don't know how good they are, but you know, what if we gauged it that way? And you know, and if we continue to start out slow, we had 3 points for the first half. We can't continue to do that. And hopefully, now that Dak got that first game under his belt, hopefully we can start picking it up.
So were you drinking heavy in the first half?
I was.
I asked Amanda, was he drinking heavy in that first half? Because it was football. Drinking. It was ugly football, man.
Oh my gosh! And then we come down 2 series and 3 and out.
Yep, 3 and out.
Oh my God!
And then what killed me, Gary, about the game, on first and second down, positive plays. But then on third down, you have no play. And that's the frustrating part. You know, you getting 5 or 6 yards on first down, you figured, okay, hey, we can do that again on second down. Let's move the change if we're going to be this conservative offense like we are now, you know.
What about at the end of the game when we're trying to run the clock down and we do that, what was it, end around? Or was it I'm like, what are we doing?
That the one to Zeke? Was that the one to Zeke?
It looked like Kellen Moore took the playbook straight from McCarthy and said, "No, let me do this one play real quick, and we'll just do this end around right here."
Hey, and then it's another play that they always pimp their hand when they finally have Zeke and Pollard in the background in the backfield together. They always get the ball to Zeke. But my whole thing is then run the option off of that. Run the option off. Fake the ball.
So much you can do with that. It's so much. You can do a tight end release. It's so much. But when we talk about the problem, and the problem is still there, I just don't think, you know, until Jerry or somebody say, you know what, we really need to get an experience. Just think if we had experienced offensive coordinator and we was jogging out on both sides of the ball, man, this game would be blown wide open. Because a lot of that, I think, Kellen Moore just does not know. He just does not know. But
hey, man, that's something we just gonna have to live with, you know, until Mike McCarthy. But until Mike McCarthy finally get fed up, because I've been saying this since Mike McCarthy got here. He should be calling plays.
Yeah, he should.
Green Bay.
Yeah.
And maybe he is in that second half, because that second, you know, this last 2 games, it just like, I don't know, to me it just seems like a Mike McCarthy type setup. You know
exactly. That second half, you saw them just using that clock.
Yeah.
It was we were playing to the clock. I kept saying it. We were running, but they were staying in, so we were playing to the clock, and it was conservative. We got the W, you know, but we saw it like the change. We saw that change.
Yeah. It seemed like we have to go to halftime. I don't know why we can't adjust on the fly. It's like, well, let's just make it to halftime. We're making halftime. Then we can make adjustments. No, let's make them adjustments on the fly. Damn, why you gotta go to the locker room to make the adjustments?
To me, what bothers me is this playing catch up. We're always playing catch up, and I hate it.
I'm saying,
because sometimes it don't look good for it. Sometimes it don't work out like we planned. But it's always playing catch up. It's tough.
God Almighty. It's like old car. You gotta let it warm up. Let it sit about there in 15 minutes before you take off. Don't you take off that car yet? It ain't warmed up quite yet. Shoot.
It's funny for how, well, like, I want to say our generation, but the older generation, you know, you were told, hey, pump it a couple times and turn it on. And then nowadays you just go and let's go. But yeah. A couple times and just roll.
Exactly. Well, guys, there we are. We right at 8 o'clock, man. So we got a chance to get this thing off. I hope everybody's okay with it. And hey, this is what we do. We did on a Monday night. Are you serious?
Hey, we got a W. And you know, what is it? 4-2? 4-2.
What's that again?
4-2 now. Oh,
5-2.
Yeah,
5-2, man.
5-2.
Oh, I'm insulted.
5-2.
5-2, man.
It's that alcohol, Armando. I know. It's all right.
Yeah, that's them Jello shots.
Jello shots, bro. Damn Jello shots.
Hey, Chris, your eyes are very, very squinted right now, brother.
Hey, I'm sober tonight. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I've only had one beer, right? I've only had one beer.
Yeah, one beer. That's it.
Mondo the one going in.
Hey, we're on vacation. We're on that little mini vacation right now.
Well, hey, man, so we got the game come to 12 o'clock this Sunday, man.
Yep.
All right, let's do these predictions. Let's go, PR Cowboy. What's prediction for Sunday?
I'm going to say 27-10 Cowboys.
Ooh, Mondo.
I'm going to go with a close game. 17-10 Cowboys.
Stop it. All right, Dallas Cowboy crew, what you say?
My prediction is hashtag bitch 55.
He said bench. All right.
Hashtag bitch 55.
All right, well, I'm going to say, man, I'm going to say 31-13 Cowboys.
Like it.
This is where we light it up. Lights out. We're back at home again. I'm saying 31-13 Cowboys. Get back into that high pace offense. So
we need to get back to that hot pace because we got Green Bay after that bye.
Damn right.
Yep.
Well, hey guys, I appreciate all y'all, man, being a part of this Monday Night Madness, man, and all our subscribers and followers, man. I'll tell you what, man, it's always a pleasure getting on here with you guys and doing what we do best. And this is all about our Dallas Cowboys. But like I always say, at the end of the day, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen. Dallas Cowboys.